Hello, San Antonio, and welcome back to our podcast called Bear With Me. This is by far my favorite real estate related podcast here in Bexar County. I am Robert Otta, Remax North San Antonio Realtor, and I want to welcome everybody, including all the new listeners out there. Today's episode is for sellers, future and current. We will be discussing the habits that all successful home sellers have in common. So get your pen, get your paper, grab your favorite iPad, and get ready for Bear With Me, Episode 7. Before we get to the meat and potatoes of this podcast, I wanted to share briefly on a brokerage change that occurred pretty recently in my life. See, my broker, Remax Integrity, merged with Remax North San Antonio. Basically, two giants merged together, and now we have the Roman Empire. So, how does this affect you, the listener? Well, I can tell you that Remax North San Antonio Brokerage has so many superstars that win awards all over Texas. They have so much insight and things to share with me that makes them successful, and I will be sharing it with you. So, with that being said, let's jump right into the habits that successful home sellers have in common. The first habit is a daily habit that you need to have. It is tidy up. When your home is on the market, it's always best to have it show ready, which means it needs to be in tip top shape. Since buyers love an impeccably clean house, I recommend to my clients to create a daily checklist of kind of they can quickly tidy up before they leave for the day so they can be prepared for like a last minute showing. The checklist will help you get into the habit of making sure like beds are made, clutter is put away, the countertops are wiped down, blinds are left open, and flyers are left on the table. You got to be ready daily to tidy up. The next great habit to get into daily is respond to offers immediately. Successful sellers are in the habit of responding to offers very quickly. It's very important to strike when the iron is hot. Buyers get antsy when the offer isn't responded to, and they start beginning to doubt it because so much of real estate is emotional, and you'll always find that in every real estate transaction, especially residential. So prepare yourself by figuring out in advance what you will or won't accept. This includes like the lowest offer you will take and what contingencies you'll allow with the offer. So remember to always respond to your offers daily. So a good weekly habit to get into is build the buzz around your home. Make it your mission to broadcast to friends far and wide that your home is actually for sale. This means promoting your listing on social media, not just once, but every week. And make sure that everybody is always talking about it or they're seeing the post on their social media. Hopefully, your agent will be doing this so that you can always just forward the links or kind of make your own reposts either on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, or TikTok. Just I'll put them as much as you possibly can. Get the buzz around there because you never know which friend of a friend is actually looking for a new home. So, another great habit to do weekly is do a deep cleaning inside and out. Pick a day each week to do this deep cleaning of your home and keep it a daily maintenance to a minimum. You usually want to pick a weekday because weekends are when the most showings happens. So if like you have a pet, this might include like a weekly refreshing of the carpets and upholstery that kind of may harbor any unpleasant smells. So make sure that you do that deep cleaning inside and out so that your home is show ready. So when a client approaches me about wanting to list their home, one of the first things that I tell them to do is go through their closets and get in the habit of donating unwanted items every single month. Storage space is extremely important to buyers, and a seller needs to make them look as spacious as possible. Not only the closets, but the different rooms. You want to get in the habit basically of eliminating all clutter that will make it much easier for you to keep your closets show ready. Another great habit to have is maintain your exterior. Make sure that curb appeal is top notch. So what you want to do is establish a routine of ensuring that your home's appearance by like replacing outdoor light bulbs and cleaning off the front porch. You can spruce things up by updating the exterior paint. Maybe you can get a professional window cleaner in there and plant new landscaping if it is really needed. Look, most buyers fall in love with the house before they even enter. So the area on the exterior is especially important to maintain on a regular basis. When selling your home, a good habit to have is to make sure that you're sitting down with your real estate agent to get an update. Look, even though on a regular basis you may be in touch with your real estate agent, maybe through a text or through an email, or maybe you have a phone conversation occasionally, get in that habit of having kind of like a review of how the listing is doing. Basically, you'll want a breakdown of the activity that's going on in the neighborhood or on your property in particular. This will keep you alert to anything that kind of needs to be recalibrated, such as like changing the price or maybe change up the marketing. If you aren't seeing the results that you would like, the routine of checking in can actually help drive the overall strategy to sell your home faster. So make sure that you sit down with your real estate agent as often as possible. So when you meet with your real estate agent, here's a few things that you can discuss, right? Insist that they are actively marketing your house, not just listing it. I've seen far too many cases where an agent just lists it and lets it sit on there for months and months and months. They should update you on what they are doing to push your listing to their network. Maybe how are they seeking out buyers for your property? And what are the differing marketing strategies that they have just in case plan A doesn't go to plan? I truly believe that this is the difference between selling a home quickly and for top dollar than having your home just sit on the market and collect dust. As a seller, you have the right to challenge your real estate agent if you believe that they aren't doing enough. This doesn't mean that they're not a good agent or even a good person. This could be that they're just far too busy to focus on your listing. But it's not too much to ask to make your home their main focus or one of their main priorities. So those are some of the successful habits that a seller can do to get their home sold. But right now, it is a seller's market in San Antonio. Every week, I post on every single social media what the weekly update in San Antonio is. And this last week, there were 666 homes sold in 7 days. The average sales price is $322,000. Listings are going up on a daily basis, and there's just so many buyers out there right now that are eager for quality homes. All right, so that is it for this podcast. But before we go, I wanted to talk with you about how an agent views the selling of your home. Most agents out there are really good people and they're usually thrilled to get your listing. But there are some agents out there that are willing to tell you any price that they can to get your home. Here at 3Piece Real Estate, licensed at RE/MAX North San Antonio, this is not the case. We will sit down with you and go over in detail what is sold in the area, what upgrades your home has. Then we will determine a price together that fits to get your home sold quickly and for the most amount of money. We will always be truthful to you and fight for you every step of the way, earning the most possible money that we can in the least amount of time. We understand that it's much more than just money, but it's also to have an agent that you can trust that's on your side. Look, we would be honored to sit down with you and chat with the best way to sell your house here in San Antonio. No obligations, just a nice little chat. Okay, so that is it for this Bear With Me podcast. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Please share this with your friends as we are a young podcast and we want to grow and provide as much value as possible to our fellow Texans out there. So thanks again for listening and we'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.